Every Jurassic Park movie's most dangerous dinosaur. Every Jurassic Park movie is filled with dangerous dinosaurs, with each movie attempting to outdo the others in how intimidating they can make these prehistoric monsters. The first Jurassic Park movie was released in 1993 and thrilled audiences with the wonders of bringing the dinosaurs back into the age of humanity. Of course, this also led to thrills as humans quickly found themselves knocked down the food chain when the more deadly dinosaurs started hunting them. Throughout the Jurassic Park franchise, these dinos made for formidable creatures when they were hungry. Jurassic World Rebirth will continue the franchise while also introducing the T-Rex as the latest Jurassic Park dinosaur to terrify audiences. Time will tell how this dinosaur will stack up against the other notable creatures in the franchise, but it already has some serious competition. From the iconic dinosaurs that started the series to the experimental monsters introduced later, every Jurassic Park movie has its own dinosaur that stood out as the most dangerous of them all. 6. T-Rex. Jurassic Park, 1993. None of the Jurassic Park movies have been able to top the magic and fun of the first Jurassic Park movie. While there are a number of terrific moments that allow a number of dinosaurs to shine, when thinking about that first movie, it is hard not to immediately picture the T-Rex. Indeed, this dinosaur has become the mascot of the Jurassic Park movie in many ways, and his appearance in the first installment delivers some of the most iconic moments in the Jurassic Park franchise. The image of the T-Rex roaring in the middle of the abandoned Welcome Center of Jurassic Park cements him as the greatest dinosaur of the franchise and one of the deadliest. The movie brilliantly sets the T-Rex up, with the guests unable to see the massive dinosaur during their first tour of the park. It is not until they are caught in the story and stranded in front of the T-Rex paddock that it shows itself in full glory. The road attack sequence remains the best set piece of the entire franchise and a highlight of Steven Spielberg's career. The power and devastating nature of the beast is captured perfectly, knocking around the jeeps like they are toys and sending ripples in the water just by walking. The Velociraptors do give the T-Rex some stiff competition in the first movie with some of their own deadly attacks, but the thrilling climax asserts his dominance. After terrorizing the humans for much of the movie, the T-Rex proves to be their savior, choosing to attack a trio of raptors rather than eat the remaining humans. The image of the T-Rex roaring in the middle of the abandoned Welcome Center of Jurassic Park cements him as the greatest dinosaur of the franchise and one of the deadliest. 5. Velociraptor. The Lost World, Jurassic Park, 1997. The second of the Jurassic Park movies is another example of the neck-and-neck competition between the T-Rex and the Velociraptors for the deadliest dinosaurs, but the raptors come out on top this time around. Once again, the T-Rex is the star of the show for much of the movie, knocking a trailer over the edge of a cliff, attacking the survivors' campsite, and even rampaging through downtown San Diego in the climax. However, the film also establishes that the raptors pose the biggest threat as pure hunters. As the survivors prepare to head into the mainland to radio for help, it is acknowledged that the very reason they chose to set up camp was to avoid the raptors' nesting grounds. As the survivors prepare to head into the mainland to radio for help, it is acknowledged that the very reason they chose to set up camp was to avoid the raptors' nesting grounds. Indeed, that proved to be wise as the raptors quickly collect the biggest body count in the movie, killing off nearly the entire party of survivors. The scene of the raptors attacking the group in the long grass is a reminder of how brutal and terrifying they are. This is further shown when they attack the movie's heroes. While the fact that they are ultimately defeated in the movie's silly gymnastics fight scene is damaging to their reputation, the body count is enough to prove how dangerous they are. 4. Spinosaurus. Jurassic Park 3, 2001. By the time the third Jurassic Park movie came along, it seemed as though the franchise was dead set on not repeating itself, and they brought in a new dinosaur to replace the T-Rex and the Velociraptor as the main antagonists of the movie. This led to the introduction of the Spinosaurus, another massive carnivore that wastes no time in proving its deadliness, when it almost immediately kills two of the main cast as soon as they arrive on the island. However, Jurassic Park 3 really seeks to cement the Spinosaurus as the new biggest threat when it faces off with the T-Rex and is able to handily kill the iconic beast, something no other dinosaur has done in the series. It is also more tenacious than most of the dinosaurs in these movies, as it stalks the main characters throughout the movie, showing off its impressive swimming skills when it even pursues them as they attempt to escape by boat. 3. Indominus Rex, Jurassic World 2015. Jurassic World was the long-awaited return of the franchise and began the new trend of featuring genetically engineered dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Indominus Rex was designed to be a new terrifying creation to help boost the interest of the public. However, the experiment involving splicing the DNA of frogs and raptors helped to create a perfect killing machine. Indominus Rex is not only the most dangerous dinosaur in Jurassic World, but likely the most dangerous in the entire franchise. As an example of its mighty power, the dinosaur is only finally taken down when the T-Rex, Raptor, and Mosasaurus team up. The DNA splicing led to the Indominus Rex being able to camouflage and even communicate with raptors. However, the true danger of the Indominus Rex comes from how smart it is. It is able to remember where the tracking device was implanted and remove it. The dinosaur also tricks the humans, making them think it escaped from its cage, only to actually escape when they come to check. The Indominus Rex is a vicious creature, killing for the sport of it rather than a need for food. As an example of its mighty power, the dinosaur is only finally taken down when the T-Rex, Raptor, and Mosasaurus team up. 2. Indoraptor, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018. Though the Indominus Rex is killed in the climax of Jurassic World, its DNA ends up helping to create another genetically modified dinosaur to inevitably run amok in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The Indoraptor is a smaller dinosaur compared to the other intimidating beasts of the franchise. But it proves that dinosaurs don't need to tower over everyone to be terrifying. In fact, the dinosaur feels more like a horror movie villain than an actual animal, especially with its long claws that reach out at its victims, looking like Freddy Krueger's glove hands. Unlike the Indominus Rex, which was accidentally made into a perfect killing machine, the Indoraptor was actually designed that way so that it could be sold to the highest black market bidders as a living weapon. It also inherited the intelligence of the Indominus Rex, even pretending to be asleep in an admittedly silly scene so that it can attack an unsuspecting human. 1. Giganosaurus, Jurassic World Dominion 2022. The Giganosaurus gets the least amount of time as a main dinosaur antagonist in the series, with Jurassic World Dominion more focused on locusts and the threats they cause. However, Giganosaurus makes the most of the limited screen time, cementing its dominance as the alpha dinosaur in the new habitat for the dinosaurs. Despite living in the same area as the T-Rex and the Therizinosaurus, the Giganosaurus has managed to overpower both rival dinosaurs and become the apex predator of the area. The movie refers to the Giganosaurus as the largest carnivore the world has ever seen, and it certainly likes to throw its weight around. While it does not go so far as to kill the T-Rex like the Spinosaurus does in Jurassic Park 3. The fact that it bullies Jurassic Park's iconic T-Rex around is telling. Like the Indominus Rex, it takes a team-up of dinosaurs to eventually bring down the Giganosaurus as the T-Rex and Therizinosaurus join forces to defeat their shared rival. Thanks a lot, T-Rex fans.